Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just wanted to quickly introduce this video by saying if you're interested in joining the community, down below in the video description, I have a link to join my Discord. When you join the Discord, you'll be brought to this welcome page. You can click on Become a Member, or over here on the left side, you can click Become a Member, react to this emoji. This is just agreeing to some terms and services of our Discord server. Once you agree and become a member, you'll have all the members channels. If you have any ideas for the YouTube channel, you can click on members ideas. If you are having issues with the Discord, you can click on member support and react to this emoji. The cool thing about this server is it's fully modular to your likings. We're not just Rocket League here, we're bigger than just Rocket League. We do Rocket League, Fortnite, Minecraft, coding. And the reason why this server is modular is because all you have to do is come in here, react to the topic you like, and you'll be put in a category corresponding to the topic you liked. And if you decide you want to leave, just unreact and you'll be brought out of those channels. Now, I just want to preface, there's no real order in these mechanics. I'll probably get to tougher mechanics throughout the video. It just kind of depends on what order I think of the mechanics in. But I'm going to start simple, of course, with the fast aerial and then move into now the no flip. It's a common thing that is overlooked. The no flip is very often used in situations like double touches or fast shots or a lot of shots that require you to keep your positioning or keep a fast rotation, because a no flip allows you to kind of regain your direction. So just as I'll say in my other tutorials, the no flip or flip cancel is super easy. And if you don't know how to flip cancel, if you're front flipping with W, just like this, you can hold S immediately after front flipping and cancel this. Same goes for back flipping. I'm back flipping with S. I can go around the field back flipping and then hold D after my back flip, and that will, or not D, W, and that will cancel my flip. So it's often used when front flipping into the ball, and it's often used in this situation because the ball also helps in the cancel, because you can see when I cancel here, I'm kind of going full 180. My car is facing forward originally and then ends up backwards. But when we hit the ball, right when we flip cancel, if we time it right, your car will almost stay completely flat, almost like you didn't even flip. So if I'll start passing the ball to myself with Baki's mod, and I'll try and show some examples. So like I said, we'll front flip into the ball with W, and then right when we make contact with the ball, we're gonna hold S. So we'll pass ourselves the ball, and that was a lot faster of a pass than normally you'd get. But I'll pass it again. And you can see that we maintain that forward position when we flip cancel. I'll try and show some more examples. And you can see that was a good one. So that one we were higher up on the ball. And so when we cancel, you can see that it didn't even look like I flipped in the first place. My car ended up in the same position that I kind of started in. And these are often used for things like double touches. And that's a good example of one right there. So I drove it up the wall, and then I flip cancel. That kind of helped me maintain my direction towards that goal. So alongside the flip cancel, there's also delayed flicks. Now, I'm probably not going to show many examples of these because I don't go for delayed flicks very often. If you watch Evample, I highly recommend you watch him and how he does his delayed breezy flicks. I think it's actually insane. Before going into the breezy flick, of course, we got to start simple, and the best thing to look at first is the delayed musty flick. Now, if you haven't seen my tutorial on the musty flick, I recommend you go watch that before, because this may not make sense then if you haven't seen that. But a musty flick, of course, we jump, lean down past 90 degrees, and backflip. And as we were covering, we can cancel this backflip. So we can jump, lean down past 90 degrees, backflip, and then hold W. So we'll backflip with S, hold W to cancel it right after we backflip. The part of the delayed flick that's really hard is the timing. And what we do is we partially cancel our flip. And what I mean by partially cancel is we'll flip cancel and then let go of that W key. So we'll lean down, backflip with S, hold W, And then at some point during the flick, we'll let go of W, and that kind of gets this delayed motion of the flick. So to try and put the delayed musty flick and the regular musty flick cancel side by side, I'll start off with the musty flick cancel. So we're backflipping with S and then canceling it with W. And so you can see by doing that, we're kind of landing flush on our wheels every single time. When we go for a delayed musty flick, however, we're going to do the same motion where we'll backflip with S, cancel it with W, but partway through our flip, we're going to let go of W. So we'll cancel the initial flip and then we'll uncancel it, as I'll say. So I won't try and explain the keys I'm pressing. You can look at the keyboard on the bottom left, but I'm going to lean down, backflip, and then cancel it. So that's our cancel. Now let's try and go for a delayed cancel, or delayed flick. So we'll jump, lean down, backflip, cancel, and then let go. And you can see that when we go for these delayed musty flicks, we're still canceling that musty for part of a second. And then when we let go of W in this case, it allows the rest of the flip to go through. And so that's why it's called a delayed musty flick, because we're actually going through the motion of a musty flick. We're just delaying that full motion by canceling part of it the way through. So of course, while we're on the topic of delayed flicks, and especially delayed musty flicks, I thought I would cover delayed breezy flicks, because breezy flicks, of course, if you've watched my other tutorials, they go hand in hand with musty flicks. Because when you go for a breezy flick, the outcome is setting yourself up for a musty flick. We're leaning past that 90 degrees and then using our backflip, which is then considered a musty. The only difference is our setup. And so I won't go fully into explaining the breezy flick again. I did a much more in-depth tutorial before. But with the breezy flick, we started off by jumping and holding W, or Q and D, sorry. So we'll jump, hold Q and D. And then when our wheels, our front wheels hit the top of our screen like that, so right about there, we'll let go of Q and continue to hold D. So that allows us to kind of have this motion where we're landing with our front side of our car pointing down. And so then, of course, we will musty. So we'll incorporate the musty after we get this initial motion. Again, I know this is a very short tutorial, but I go into it more in depth in another tutorial. So the same thing applies when we're going for a breezy flick, as I just said with the musty flick. So we will have this breezy motion, but we're in the end doing a musty flick. So I'll go for a regular breezy flick. So that's a regular breezy flick. And then I can go for a breezy flick cancel. So in this case, we'll be back flipping with S, just like a musty flick, but we'll cancel it with W. So we'll go for the breezy motion, backflip with S, and then cancel it with W. Breezy motion, backflip, cancel it forward. So when we want to delay this flick, we'll do the breezy motion, and we'll go for that musty flick cancel, but we want to uncancel, as I'll continue to say, we want to uncancel this flick partially through, about halfway through the flick. So I'll go for this breezy, musty, cancel, and then let go. So breezy, musty, cancel, let go. And you can see that it's very obvious that we are getting this delayed flick. We're canceling it and then letting go, and then we get the rest of that musty motion. And that is a very brief explanation of the breezy cancel flip that the Vampel does. Although mastering this motion may be something that people will find easy or simple to do, it is very hard to master the ball positioning on your car when you're going for a delayed breezy flick. I have not yet really scored many of these. I don't have any clips at least saved where I can show examples. So that's why I'm just sticking to showing the just the motion that you do when going for a delayed breezy flick. And I just wanted to explain how exactly Vampel is doing what he does.